Did you know that the practice of yoga comes with its own code of ethics? The Yamas and the Niyamas. And these are our moral restraints. The Yamas are our moral restraints throughout the world, whereas the Niyamas are our personal observances. And each of these comes with five main pillars. Let's begin with the Yamas. For our first pillar, we have ahimsa. Ahimsa is non-harming. Non-harming means also not just in physicality of not kicking or hitting, but also not following through with an act that is going to cause harm, both in thought and in deed. For our next yamas, we have satya. And satya means truth. But it's more than just speaking your truth. It's also living your truth and honoring the truth within yourself. This means both speaking to our company, our peers, truthfully, but also honoring that which is there inside of us, honoring who we are, what we need, our boundaries, and not letting those be pushed around or shaped by that which does not serve us. So, satya is truthfulness, but in the whole regard of the picture, more than speaking, in doing and being as well. Next, we have asteya, and asteya means non stealing. And this applies both to physical property, intellectual property, such and so forth. Our next yamas is brahmacharya. And this translates in a couple of different ways, but we can sum it up to non-hoarding or moderation. And this can be physically through action. A great way to think of this would be during COVID, when everybody started raiding the stores for things beyond excess toilet paper, excess food, and it made it difficult for other people to get those items that they needed because some people were over preparing, over gathering. So we can think of brahmacharya in this regard. And we come to our final yamas, aparigraha. Now this translates again in a couple of different ways, but it can be translated to non-attachment. And this doesn't mean that you don't own anything or don't have anything or don't have maybe some sentimentalities here and there, but it means that nothing owns you. Now let's dive into the niyamas. And the niyamas are our personal restraints within ourselves, how we move within ourselves throughout the day as a person and as a being. The first one is one of my favorite, tapas. Tapas translates to zeal for practice, the drive to do so, the drive to show up, to grow, to learn. Tapas. Next, we have sausha. And sausha is cleanliness, but not just taking a shower. It is all-inclusive cleanliness of thoughts, cleanliness of deeds, cleanliness of our bodies, our temple, cleanliness of your space, because if you notice, that energy of our space will carry into our being. And if you've ever noticed, a cluttered space kind of jambles our energy a bit. So sausha in all regards. Next we have svadhyaya, and svadhyaya translates to self-study, and that is so much of what the practice is about. Showing up from day to day. How do we move on the mat? How is our feeling translating through our moving? Maybe we're stiff, maybe we're really energized. It's looking with that introspective of, what am I doing today? Does something really work for me? Does something really not work for me? That's not just on the mat, that's also in life. How am I learning? Am I feeling stunted? Maybe I tried this thing that didn't go so well. How can I grow with it on a personal level, on a functional level, all sorts of levels? There is always a benefit to looking at oneself with a constructive eye, not hurtful, not sharp, not egotistical, just neutral, seeing as the observer. What do we see? What can we do? How can we grow? Svadhyaya, self study. The next one I feel is also very important for our sense of balance and our inner foundation, and that is santosha. And this translates as contentment. And this doesn't mean that I'm fine right here, I'm going to stop growing, or I'm fine right here, I'm completely done striving for anything else. But what this means is I'm right here, right now, and that's okay. And I'm still going to practice and grow and still look with that analytical eye. How can we rise and be better? But also, I'm still proud to be right here. And being right here is still just fine, absolutely perfect. And feeling that sense of this is okay. I'm still working, but this is just right. And in the world today, with all the criticism and all the access to media and the edits and the finalized perfection that we see, I feel like this is a key takeaway. We all want to grow, we all want to be better, but there is something very real to be said about appreciating where we are right now and still holding that in spite of everything on our plate and the wills and the drives that we carry to do other things. So, Santosha, that contentment and that appreciation. For our final niyamas, we have Ishvara Puranadana. And this means, to put it simply, surrender to a higher form, a higher power, a divine source. Maybe you believe in a definitive God. Maybe you believe in the cosmic energy. Maybe you believe in your connection to nature. Whatever your source is, surrendering to the cause. You know, when you're doing what is your purpose, what is your will, what is your dharma, that is often enough reward for us that we aren't worried about a paycheck or the monetary gains, or is this contributing to my foundation over here? Because when we are doing that which serves us and that which calls us, that is its own reward. And so that becomes a pillar of our niyamas, Ishvara Puranadana.